This was Peter Mandelson in 2003 on Jeffrey Epstein's private island, waiting for the billionaire paedophile to turn up. It was part of Lord Mandelson's 10-page birthday message to the billionaire, who was turning 50. Note how Lord Mandelson refers to the housekeeper and young woman as Epstein's interesting friends. Mandelson says he didn't know Epstein was a paedophile and sexual abuser, and at the time called him my best pal, and that we love you. A few years later, however, Mandelson did know the Florida police were pursuing Epstein for paedophile offences, including with a 14-year-old. This was revealed tonight in a stash of more than 100 emails obtained by Bloomberg News. In May 2006, when Epstein was facing possible charges of 4 counts of unlawful sexual activity with a minor and 1 of lewd and lascivious molestation, Mandelson wrote to him, "I'm following you closely and here whenever you need." A month later, he wrote again to Epstein, "Worried that I haven't heard from you. Are you seeing them off and winning?" Then, in February 2008, Mandelson wrote, "Reminder, you're fighting back, so you need strategy, strategy, strategy. Remember, the art of war." And then, on the day before Epstein went to prison for 13 months, Mandelson wrote to the billionaire, "I think the world of you, and I feel hopeless and furious about what has happened. I can still barely understand it." And he continued, "You have to be incredibly resilient. Fight for early release. Your friends stay with you and love you." Earlier today, before Bloomberg's email disclosures, Mandelson told the new YouTube show Harry Cole Saves the West that he no longer loves Epstein.
"I regret very, very deeply indeed carrying on that association with him for far longer than I should have done."
How long was it?
Oh, it was a matter of years after I initially met him, and I regret very much that I fell for his lies. I fell and accepted assurances that he had given me about his indictment, his original criminal case in Florida. Like very many people, I took at face value what he said.
I'd like to have that actually.
Lord Mandelson is one of the most important members of Keir Starmer's government, having been appointed by the Prime Minister personally as British ambassador in Washington in December of last year. This was Mandelson just days ago praising the American president.
"I credit President Trump's political instincts in identifying the anxieties."
The leader of the opposition scented an opportunity to humiliate Starmer.
Does the Prime Minister have full confidence in Peter Mandelson?
The ambassador has repeatedly expressed his deep regret for his association with him. He's right to do so. I have confidence in him, and he's playing an important role in the UK-US relationship.
Victims of the paedophile Jeffrey Epstein have called for Lord Mandelson to be sacked.
So what did Keir Starmer know when he appointed Mandelson to Washington?
Full due process was followed during this appointment, as it is with all ambassadors.
Labour MPs don't believe Mandelson can stay in post.
To have sympathy for Jeffrey Epstein is just totally remarkable. Shows a colossal loss of judgment. And Peter Mandelson's got to recognise that, do the right thing, and quit or be fired.
Famously, notoriously perhaps, Trump too was friends with Epstein. The American president is due here on a state visit next week. If Starmer sacks Mandelson for his Epstein links, what message does that send the White House about Trump's Epstein links?
And Robert is here to talk about this. Robert, in a way, you posed the question yourself at the end there. You know, we're right on the verge of this Trump visit. Hard to imagine sacking Peter Mandelson would be popular, certainly with the White House. But like you and I have been talking all day, I mean, like it seems amazing, I think, to me and probably to you that he's still in position as you know as we go on air tonight. Can he survive much longer, do you think?
I find it almost inconceivable that he can keep his job. We just heard from the Prime Minister talking to MPs. He said the normal checks were run, and indeed there have been briefings from Downing Street that when Peter Mandelson was appointed, the vetting took place and they knew about his relationship with Epstein. But I simply cannot believe that vetting process included knowledge of, for example, that those messages sent by Mandelson the day before Epstein starts 13 months in jail for procuring an underage girl.
Which, by the way, people thought was a very short sentence.
And I'm going to get on to that.
Right.
But 13 months in jail for procuring an underage girl for prostitution. At the same time, we know there was a tawdry side deal done by Epstein to basically shelve this federal sex trafficking set of allegations made by prosecutors that involved scores of underage girls. And we subsequently discovered, actually, he was involved in sex trafficking on a colossal scale. But anyway, you know, it's simply on the basis of this shocking jail sentence. The day before that, right, Mandelson writes, "I think the world of you." He says, the whole thing has been years of torture, and now you have to show the world how big a person you are. Your friends stay with you and love you. I mean, when you read it, actually, it's awful. I cannot actually understand if the Prime Minister knows about this, right, how, frankly, Mandelson is still in post. It is literally, I mean, it's one of the most extraordinary things I've ever witnessed in politics. Bizarre.